video, we'll explore the top 10 monsters from Greek mythology. Number 10. The Cyclops. The Cyclops were primordial giants that were said to have been born from Gaia, the Earth. They were said to possess great strength and ferocity. Fearing their power, the Cyclops were thrown into the pits of Tartarus by their father, Uranus. The monsters remained in prison when the Titan Cronus overthrew Uranus and became the ruler of the universe. It was only when the Olympians came to power that the Cyclops find freedom. Zeus released 3 Cyclops from the dark pit of Tartarus, who in turn would craft thunderbolts for him. Number 9. The Sphinx. The Sphinx was said to have the body of a lion, the head of a woman, and the wings of an eagle. The Sphinx is best known for its role in the legend of Oedipus. The story goes that, as Oedipus was traveling down the road to Thebes, he is confronted by this mysterious creature. The Sphinx blocks Oedipus's path and asks him to solve a riddle. What is that which in the morning goeth upon 4 feet, upon 2 feet in the afternoon, and in the evening upon 3? Oedipus correctly answers the riddle, and the Sphinx throws itself from a high cliff. Do you know the answer? Number 8. Echidna. Hesiod described the goddess fierce Echidna as a flesh-eating monster, irresistible. It was like neither mortal men nor the undying gods, but was half a nymph with glancing eyes and fair cheeks, and half again a huge snake, great and awful, with speckled skin, who dies not nor grows old all her days, whatever that means. Aristophanes, late 5th century BC, makes her a denizen of the underworld, gives Echidna 100 heads. Number 7. The Chimera. The Chimera was a ferocious, fire-breathing monster that possessed the heads of a lion, goat, and snake. The Chimera is traditionally a female, and was said to have given birth to the Sphinx and the Nemean lion. The monster was believed to have been an omen for storms. It's best known for its role in the legend of Bellerophon. A hero born to the city of Corinth, Bellerophon was ordered by King Lobates of Lycia to slay the monster. Riding Pegasus, Bellerophon drove a lead spear into the creature's mouth, causing it to suffocate. Number 6. The Hydra. The Lernaean Hydra was an ancient serpentine water monster in Greek and Roman mythology. Its venom was so dangerous that even the breath exhaled by the monster could be lethal. It was said that for every head that was severed, 2 more would grow in its place. Before attacking the Hydra, Heracles covers his mouth and nose with a cloth. However, the hero quickly realizes that for every head decapitated, the creature quickly grows 2 more. He wins when he takes a torch to the stump of a neck to stop the heads from growing. Number 5. Scilla. During Odysseus' voyage, he had to steer his ship through a narrow strait that had dangers on both sides. On one side was Scilla, a beast with many heads that could grab crew from the deck. On the other side was Charybdis, a sea monster that sucked ships to the bottom of the ocean using a whirlpool. The Straits of Messina run between Sicily and the Italian mainland, where Scilla and Charybdis apparently lived. Charybdis is an actual whirlpool, but no creature lives inside. The heads of Scilla were apparently inspired by the rocky shoals on the other side of the strait. Number 4. Cerberus. Cerberus was a large hound with 3 heads that guarded the entrance to the underworld. The story goes that the creature had an appetite for living flesh, and so would only allow the deceased spirits to pass, while consuming any living mortals who came near him. The 3 heads were meant to symbolize the past, present, and future. In alternate versions of the myth, the 3 heads represent youth, adulthood, and old age. Heracles must wrestle the beast using no weapons, and then bring it alive to present to King Eurystheus. Number 3. The Minotaur. The Minotaur is a repulsive creature that possessed the body of a man and the head of a bull. The Minotaur is best known for his penchant for devouring flesh, and also his cryptic home, which is situated deep within the confines of a twisted labyrinth. King Minos lost his son Androgeus when the boy was murdered in Athens. King Minos would subsequently wage war on the Athenians and find victory.
Number 2. Medusa. This monstrous creature possessed the ability to turn any person to stone who gazed upon her face. One aspect of Medusa that remains consistent through various stories is her hair, which was said to have been composed of wriggling, venomous snakes. The hero Perseus viewed Medusa's reflection to avoid looking directly at her and was able to chop off her head.
Number 1. Typhon.
Typhon was known as the father of all monsters. He was birthed from Gaia and Tartarus. This gigantic creature was said to have been the most ferocious monster ever to roam the earth. It was said that when he stood upright, his head brushed against the stars. The lower half of his body consisted of 2 coiled viper tails that were constantly hissing. He was said to have huge wings that, when spread, could block out the sun. Typhon was so mighty that the only conceivable opponent to beat him was Zeus himself.